Well, it's executive interviewing, and I paused for a moment because it's both an exciting time. Yeah, I got the interview. This could be it. It's also at times a very frightening time because um, everything feels like it's on the line. And I know, for example, from all the talks we've done with so many of the people who are experts and on our team here at ExecuNet, questions like "Tell me about yourself" can cause deer in the headlights sort of um, phenoms, even among the most high level people. Let's talk about interviewing and let's demystify what it is and how to get through it and flourish through it.
Right. Well, I think the first thing to begin with is that interview, common or I guess generic interviews, you're just answering questions. Winning interviews, you're shaping the conversation. You're responding to the interviewer, but you're coming in and providing unique insight. You're not only answering questions, but you're asking questions. You're giving them insight to how you think, how you would solve a problem. What are they facing? So in the nature of them, asking about experience, you're giving them insight on what they're confronting and based on your due diligence before and how you would go about it. Have them thinking, oh my gosh, here's somebody who's been there and done it before. Here's somebody who's job ready on day one. They're not going to have to learn on our dime. They've been there and done it. And again, I bring forward that concept of judgment. Here's somebody that would help us more straight line to the type of impact we're having. And this, again, brings back the point of the value. Your point when you said, the deer in the headlights, tell me about yourself. Where a lot of executives go is rehash all that they've done. Again, tracks in the snow. As a hiring executive that I am, I could care less what you've done. I want to know what you bring to me. So in the answer of tell me about yourself, typically a little bit of prologue of who you are personally and professionally, what made you that way. And then very succinctly talking about here's the value I bring. One of the executives I work with, they were a serial entrepreneur person, and they started many businesses. And they had a knack for finding unmet opportunities in the marketplace. And that's what they did. I find opportunities in the midst of crowded and competitive markets. That was their moniker. And then the points of value, then they knew how to get there quickly, find unique partnerships and alliances, and make that profitable sooner than later. And that was a value because that was the business that this person was actually being considered for. So I think those are the dimensions of thinking about you're coming in there to provide assurance, insight, demonstrate you bring this point of judgment born out of a lot of experiences and making it easy for them to say yes and
Mhm.
have you stand out that way.